Hi guys, welcome to Beauty Crowd TV, episode number 7. Hope we're coming through loud and clear from the sunny Swansea. Obviously it's not sunny now because it's evening time, but yeah, it's been a lovely day here today. Got loads coming up on today's show. I was taken a bit by surprise there.
It's crept up on you. The show has
it has. And actually, I think it's been sort of organised today. It's taken me a little bit. It's put me a little bit on the back foot, actually. So, yeah, we've got loads happening today. Thanks to everyone for joining us. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a bit more sort of relaxed today, as you can already tell. We haven't got sort of like the sort of traditional elf features as much this week because we did have the elf show earlier in the week, which actually, from reading your feedback, has been a roaring success. So
definitely, absolutely
brilliant. Let me introduce everyone that's in the studio today. It is quite chilled and quiet here today. We've got Amy joining me as always, and we've got Jade from Grace and Evie Salon.
Hi.
Jade's back for some more live action after last week's show, so it's great. Thanks for joining us. You know, we're also joined by a lovely model today, Demi. So
who is also from Grace and Evie.
Oh right, excellent. Yeah. Do you work there? Do you? I didn't realise. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, so you guys are going to be bringing us some hair looks for Valentine's Day a bit later on. So. Looking forward to seeing what you guys have got there. We've got some salon products to also be talking to you about as well. We've got Blogger of the Week, we've got competitions. Yeah.
We've got some more Skype chats, we've got beauty news and kind of debates that we want to get people involved in as well.
Yeah, it's a bit of a new format today, and I've come in a little bit last minute. I've been looking after my children today, so I haven't had as much chance as normal to prepare. People, I'm pointing the wrong way, but people may be noticing already. I don't know if we're getting any tweets through about the customization on my hat here today. Beauty Baron.
Handcrafted.
I'd like to thank my daughter Eva and partner Vicky for starting off the customization really, and see if we can get some more stickers sent into the show. Be happy to sport those, but big shout out to Eva, Vicky and Ollie at home. Yeah, that said, we'll move on. I mean, Aim, what are we going to kick off with today?
Well, because of the different style of the show today, I kind of wanted to kick off with this beauty news kind of like, discussion really.
Yeah.
I think the main thing I want to get today is get everyone involved in the social stream and on Twitter and on Facebook and things. And there's one thing that has just been mental in the office this last week, and it's this article that we found. And I don't know if you've caught wind of it just yet. I don't know, I'm going to put it out there, but basically there's a new trend. It's in Venezuela. I think it's just there at the moment, but it's with beauty queens, and they are obviously massive about keeping their weight down and just keeping, the perfect proportion.
Is this following on from that show that was on the other week where a girl sort of was in Venezuela sort of meeting the guy who runs it? Yeah. He was a bit of a character, that guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, she basically spent some time with these beauty queens about how they train and what they do, and they're intense. And basically, they've got this way of keeping their weight down through diet, but they actually surgically stitch a piece of mesh to their tongue, and then that makes it physically uncomfortable to eat food.
I saw that on the show,
Yeah, so they've been, I don't know, I got a couple of different schools of thoughts with it, but I just think it's pretty extreme. But it's basically so they can keep their weight down. I think the measurements that they said they've got to have is 90 centimetres around the bust and hips, and then 60 centimetre waist, which is like teeny tiny.
A lot of it was coming from that guy, the founder of the awards.
Things,
he was like a sort of big celeb, because it was watched, like it was one of the most watched shows in Venezuela, isn't it?
It's like insane. It's meant to.
I just got the BBC website up here, and it's saying it's actually cost £7,000 to have the surgery done.
Just mental, I think. Anyway, I think it's a bit crazy, but I don't know. I mean, the conversation in the office was: is it more or less extreme than having a gastric band? Like, what do we think? Because that's another like.
Can you still taste stuff? That's the question.
You can sort of taste stuff, but you just can't enjoy food or enjoy anything, so it kind of just naturally makes you eat and drink less, which is a bit extreme. But yeah, so
I suppose it's the same as gastric band in many ways. It's surgery. It's something you're doing, but
I mean, I think stuff like that is just a bit bonkers generally. But then I think, is it less extreme to just have that done on your tongue rather than invasive stomach surgery? Like, I don't know. It'd be quite cool to get like people's thoughts. I know Stacey Williams is saying that she saw it, and Zoe Holman is saying that they can't then enjoy pizza. So yeah, that's one thing.
That's the thing. You can't enjoy your favourite foods. I don't know. It's.
I just think if you're going to take it to that extreme and not be able to eat food, surely can you just eat really, really, really healthily instead? Because that's less extreme. I don't know.
It is. I think the sort of people maybe that have the £7,000 to spend on that type of surgery, normally maybe they've got extreme circumstances, like to be a Miss Venezuela pageant.
I know, you've got to be hardcore.
They were, you know, and there's some good stories in there. I thought some of the girls from, you know, the slums and stuff that were getting up there, and there was some positive things.
That's the thing. I think there's with regards to pageants and stuff like that, there is a really positive side of it, which sometimes doesn't get seen as much. But I just think the measures you take to get there is that, you know,
let us know what you think.
People are saying that it's awful. People are saying that you should definitely enjoy your food, and it's disturbing.
Yeah, I think that's why it's sort of making headlines, isn't it? It's quite a shocking sort of thing to do.
And I think the image, I don't know if
new, I suppose, isn't it?
Has Gary shown the image?
If you show the screen there, I think there's a whole video on my screen here, Gar.
That's what it looks like.
We're not infringing any BBC copyright here, but
we are giving them credit for this story.
Check out the BBC, a fantastic organisation for news. But love to hear what you think on that one. That's a good sort of topic of conversation to get the chat going. Maybe some of our Skype guests, when they join us later, will know about that.
Yeah.
Gary's put it up on the screen there. Join us on Skype. If you are, you fancy getting involved in the show a bit more, we've got a BCTV or Beauty Crowd TV Skype account now, which we're using to we're asking people, follow us on Skype chat. We'll be sort of like having chats with you throughout the show. I've already got loads of guys in there sending me sort of links and commenting back here as well. So we will be monitoring the Skype chat, just myself and Amy here in the studio. Yeah. But I think there was some other news that we wanted to sort of just have a chat about, really, to sort of get the conversations going. Yeah. The next thing I think we've got on the list here is Rita Ora as the
new face, or one of the new faces of Rimmel.
Rimmel London. Which
we sort of thought, is that then Rimmel's version of Rihanna? That's the thing, isn't it? With Rihanna and Mac, is this now Rita and Rimmel? Kind of rhymes better, I don't know, it works better, but I don't know, it's like she's there going alongside Kate Moss. Yeah. And then it's also, do you think that she's like maybe a bit moved on? She should move on from Rimmel now? I don't know. It's like, it's one of those conversations, isn't it? It's one of those opinions. But
what's she getting paid is my question.
That is the question.
A great ambassador. I think it's only as good as the imagery that's being produced, really. And I've got a few pictures up on my screen here now, which we've pulled off the Marie Claire website. Striking colours there. I mean, probably is going to sell them a lot of makeup, but
it's I think it's very targeted to much younger audience than Kate Moss, because I think Kate Moss has got that iconic look now because of what she's done, but I think Rita Ora is much more targeted to the younger audience. I think that's my.
I know that because earlier in the show I had to ask what song she did,
No, I knew because I'm proper
down with the kids, but
I know exactly what's on point.
I suppose it's just the thing with Rimmel, all of these sort of brands, they use the same formula over and over, isn't it? It's just bringing a celeb. Sometimes I like what Mac do when they sort of have collections which are sort of dedicated to celebs and stuff like that. I don't know if Rimmel are doing anything like that with her, but
she's kind of like endorsing a range. But it's different. But I sort of think I'm interested to see how Rita Ora will benefit from it, because like where they've taken Kate Moss because they've kept with her for so long, will Rita Ora see the same sort of progression in her career? It could be quite cool for her. It could take her to another level. But yeah, it'd be quite cool. I know Harriet's asked on YouTube who people think would be a great ambassador for a brand. So it'd be quite cool to see what other people think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would
if Elf had an ambassador, who would be the perfect person? Would be quite a good one.
That's actually something that I know we've asked in
that'd be quite interesting to think who we'd have, you know. Yeah. Obviously budget depending, but that's another sort of little topic, so do let us know what you think on that.
There's quite a few bits of feedback coming through already, and people are saying that celebrity endorsements don't really do anything for me, like I'm not bothered. I think that was Lauren.
I think it's sort of the changing face of the beauty industry, really, and the reason why we're doing shows like this is because it's not always about like looking like a celebrity, is it? It's about, I think with Elf, it's about the community, it's about making friends with fellow customers and you know, bloggers. These days people have just so much information right at our fingertips. We don't necessarily fall for that anymore, you know. It's of it's good quality product that we really care about, isn't it? So that's one of the things that we want to talk about today. I mean, you might be able to see some of the products that we've got on the table here. We've got another bit of news which we'll mention a bit later.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
Some of the products here is actually a bit of a random assortment of stuff, and if you follow us in the Beauty Crowd group, you will probably be familiar with some of the products that we've got here. We've got obviously a classic can of Elnet. We've got some Uni palette. We've got the Lay and Go product there, and the Salute washcloth, which are just sort of random products that I happened to sort of find at the end of last summer when we sort of started to we ran a little bit of a Beauty Scout hashtag on Twitter, and we got people to sort of send in like unique brands and stuff like that they hadn't heard of, and these sort of things came up. They're all available to sort of see on the Beauty Crowd website. And you know, I wanted to sort of really kick this off again because that Beauty Scout was actually really cool, and it's one of the things we want to do with the Beauty Crowd website. Is if there's a brand out there that you know you use regularly. I think we've got some like local soap companies and different sort of niche sort of like.
There's a couple of different things in there, but it's cool because I know like when we were looking at it before, it's stuff that you would I personally don't think I would ever have found if it wasn't for the Beauty Scout mission, I guess. But yeah, it's cool, and I know we spoke last week when we were looking at hair about Moroccan oil, and we've got the macadamia oil range, which is like very similar to that. So
and these two are sort of stuff that I picked up from a wholesaler, so they're cheaper than sort of retail price. And then there were some unique brands which we found, and the idea was that we would, you know, we'd find them as a collective in the community, then we'd, you know, make contact with the brand, maybe even ask a few bloggers to say, you know, Beauty Crowd's interested, get a few samples and distribute those samples out to the customers and out to the bloggers and talk about them on the show, and then start to get like feedback on which product should we stock, you know, and have this sort of retail website which is actually, you know, what's the word? It's sort of, it's selected by you, the customers, really. You know, it's crowdsourced.
Yeah. I think it's much better to have a web shop with stuff people actually want rather than a load of stuff and they've got to troll through it. So it's quite cool to get everybody involved
and stuff that's already sort of been reviewed and critiqued by us in the show. Like we could have, you know, 6 samples sent out to people and then bring them in on Skype to have a chat about things. So, you know, if you do want to get involved with that and send us brands that you think are really cool, can be medium, small, big, any sort of beauty product really. Hashtag Beauty Scout, and you know, we'll be following that hashtag over the next few weeks and see what happens. We had a look, you know, we're already Beauty Crowd starting to get a bit of traction now. We're getting contacted by a few brands.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we had one brand ask us this week, how much does it cost to come on the show? And
at the moment, the reply is, it was our pleasure.
You know, at the moment, it's free, guys. You know, if you've got a brand and you want to get involved, you know, all we ask is a few samples or, you know, a few demonstrations that we can share with our group. You know, if you've got samples that we can send 20 out to the community, that would be ideal. But the first one, which we're going to sort of mention, I think, is a company called Tan in a Tent. And
they are very, very interested on coming on.
Yeah, and it's not exactly, you know, your classic consumer product, because, you know, I think it's maybe more targeted your tanners that sort of, you know, go door to door and, you know, come round your house and stuff.
Yeah, but in saying that,
it's on my screen now.
At home tanning, like serious at home tanning, is becoming more popular, isn't it? Yeah. Like, I know it's probably not the best example, but I've seen on a lot of like the makeover shows, the girls that are taking a tanning really seriously, they use these tents at home. Yeah. So it could be something, you know, a group of girls pitch together and they buy themselves a tent. Oh, it's a pen. Yeah. But yeah, it could be something that they.
Do we know how much it costs? Together.
I don't think we've got a price, because I think it's the distributor project. But yeah. We'll get them on the show.
Yeah, they got in touch, and guys, if you're watching, it's absolutely free to come on. All we ask is that you you know, come on, demonstrate the product to us, and you know, maybe we can work and look at a couple of different sort of tanning products to go with it, and
definitely
make a feature of it.
I know one of the places that they actually distribute through is LW Tans, which is Lauren's Way Tans, and she's Lauren from Towie. Oh, yeah. And she's got her own tan and like sleeping rollers and things like that, so perhaps we get in touch with them.
Well, if Lauren wants to come on the show,
that would be amazing.
She's probably got a few Twitter followers that would help us
definitely
get things out there.
I mean, it'd be cool just to see like her product range and how it works, because I know she's got like the consumer arm, which is like the at-home product bottles and mousses and things like that, and then she's got the professional.
Is she involved? What's that channel now that's on TV? The new shopping channel.
Was it the store?
The store, yeah, because that's like ITV and.
I don't know. I've seen Chloe Sims on there, the other girl out of Towie, and I've seen
hair extensions.
Yeah, with hair extensions and tan again, and I think. Yeah, I think she has been. And I know Frankie Essex, again, with hair extensions and things, she's been on there. So
they're obviously, seeing the power of using video and live shows to sort of demonstrate the product.
And they have an audience on that show as well, so that could be cool. Perhaps that's something we can do.
A live audience. Yeah, that would be great. So that's that product. I have been in touch with another brand. This is a company from America called Fizz Control. Gary, it's on my screen now. I was talking to Jade about this earlier, and it was like, we'd give it a go. We demonstrate this and see if it works, and feedback to the customers. And I think it's from America, so we might be able to stock that one day. But check it out. Let me know what you think of even just the packaging and what they say on the website.
Do you think, Jade, do you get asked an awful lot about Frizz Control products?
Yeah, it is a problem, isn't it, when people, do have frizzy hair, they just don't know what they can use to tame it down and keep it under control. So it's good to have new ranges that people haven't quite, seen yet, so we can be the first to try. Very exciting.
You're in the right position to try it anyway, definitely. Yeah. That's definitely
exciting stuff.
Yeah, they seem like quite a new brand, and it's one of those things. Great, and we can get some samples, get them out to the bloggers, and get everyone's feedback on it. And the idea of having sort of collaboration is great. But I think we've been chatting away there, getting some sort of conversation stimulated. How's things going in the social stream? Excuse me for looking down here. It looks quite active.
A lot of comments through. One lovely comment that came from Lauren Burgess relating to Rita Ora with Rimmel. She's actually said celebrity endorsements do nothing for her, but then she said makeup is about being the most beautiful version of you, not a second-rate version of celebrities, which I thought was absolutely lovely. It's such a nice way to put it, and I think she's completely right.
Yeah. But Beth Tinkerbell's blog here, I think having a celeb as a brand ambassador can bring in new customers who might not have really shopped with you before, which is, the truth is it does work, doesn't it? And it is effective for brands. So.
If you think the way that Lauren thinks, that you see a celebrity endorsing a brand, you think, oh, that's fab, but you still take on that makeup as you, rather than trying to look like Rita or trying to look like Kate Moss.
It's like it can help you discover it, like the fact that you know, it's a PR campaign then, that it's in the news, and
We're talking
you know,
about it.
we're talking about it on
Working.
BCTV.
Working.
So you know, it must be working. So
It's big time if it's on BCTV.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But there's a bit of chat. Yeah, guys are just already talking about a couple of other brands there.
And one thing I've just seen, which I didn't actually know, was that L'Occitane, and I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that because I have never got an idea, but they do shampoos. And I actually didn't know that they did shampoos, so that could be quite cool thing to have a look into. But yeah, if anyone's got any reviews on those, I'd love to have a look, because I was not aware of that. So yeah, there's
Rachel's, I think there's a bit of chat about lip balm in there. Grace & Co.'s lip balm's been mentioned.
Yeah.
BC Joe's talking about Body Shop's hemp hand cream for
I
night time.
I can confirm that I gave Joe a huge bottle of that, because it doesn't, to me, it smells like a garden, like gardening.
Wow.
So I didn't like Joe's a fan. So happily,
the hemp smell perhaps is what attracts her to it. But,
I happily pass that over.
Enough said on that. Yeah, no. So so really great that you're all joining us, guys. We've got competitions as well this week, which you can get involved with.
We have.
Hashtags as usual, is it?
Yeah, we got hashtags. So basically, because we're feeling the love and it's going down the Valentine's Day route, we want people to send in their perfect tips for Valentine's Day. So if you use the hashtag LoveBCTV, or if you comment on the ELF Facebook page with your tip for the perfect Valentine's Day, you enter into our competition then. We have had some really good ones come through, which I'll just get on my screen now.
So are these through Twitter or?
We've got some through Twitter, some from Facebook. So on Facebook we've got Holly Houghton, and she's saying a light smoky eye with eyeliner, royal red lips and a blush cheeks is the perfect look for Valentine's Day. So I can't really argue with that. I think a bit of eyeliner never goes amiss.
Is that what you're going to be using on Valentine's Day? Or
yeah.
You've got a night out planned?
We're having a postponed Valentine's Day.
Well, it's often the best way.
This is it. But we're doing it in-house Valentine's Day. I don't want to be one of the couples in the restaurant. I don't want to be there. But that's that. I'm any bit of eyeliner and lipstick, and that's me done. But Sarah Casement saying bold matte lip, which I totally agree with that. Red lip seems to be the massive favourite that's coming through. Chrissy Harris, black winged eyeliner with red lips and 50s pin-up makeup again. There's definitely a style that's coming through with Valentine's Day, I think. Definitely. Everyone just wants to get a bit of 50s glamour on the go by the looks of things. Yeah. So if you do want to enter into that competition, send us your tip for the perfect Valentine's Day look.
And the prize is a £50.
We've got a £50 bundle, and we've also got two £25 bundles. The £50 bundle is actually for the retweet competition. You need to head over to Twitter for that. And the £25 bundles are for the best tips.
Has Gary actually got a video which gives all the details
got our Get Involved trailer.
Get Involved.
Yeah.
Maybe we could run that briefly. Well, that's my screen there. Yeah, we're back. Great. So we're getting loads of tweets through about your makeup looks for Valentine's Day. Yeah. So that probably is a good time to move on to the Valentine's hair
perfect compliment.
And how you're going to compliment your makeup. So Amy, do you want to?
Definitely. Well, as Neil mentioned, we have got Jade joining us today with the gorgeous Demi, both from Grace and Evie Salon in Gosainen. Jade's actually going to do two hairstyles for us today. She's going to start off with the first one, which is plait inspired, I'm going to say. So, Jade, if you want to tell us first of all about the key products that you're going to use today.
Yeah. Right, so I've got my hairspray with me today. This is from the Matrix collection. It's always good to keep your hairspray at hand when you're trying to pop your hair up. And then also got the dust as well. I find this, I can't back home without this. This is magic. So they are the two key products I'll be using today for this product.
Perfect. So
Harriet will be tweeting the links out to those products as well on Feel Unique if anyone wants to buy them.
Yeah, and I know we've mentioned that it's plaits, so can you give us a brief overview of what you're going to do with Demi's hair this afternoon?
Yeah, no problem. So what I'm going to do is something that's easy to create at home. I'm going to pull 2 sections from the front each side.
Demi's got such long hair. I've got serious
It is very
hair.
long.
Are we taking questions as well today?
Yeah,
for
we can
Jade
take questions
as well?
for Jade. If anyone's got any hair questions, then please send them through. But yeah. So what do you think? How long do you think this kind of look would take at home if you were recreating this?
I tend to do it in about 20 minutes, but
Okay.
if you're looking to, you know, really take your time, maybe allow yourself 40 to 50 minutes.
Just so you can get it perfect.
The back combing's takes more time than the actual updo, so I'm going to get started with that now. That is our next step after sectioning.
Okay.
Put your head back for me, hun.
So with backcombing, what do you recommend is like the very best way to do it, using the brush that you've got there?
Yeah, backcombing brush or a comb, a pincer comb, you know, something with small bristles.
Yeah. I know I've seen some people before using like wide comb brushes and things, and I'm like, that's never going to work.
Not going to work, is it?
If it does work, it'll last about 10 seconds and pop out. But yeah.
If you've got a lot of length as well, it's better to get as much back comb as you can, because it's quite heavy on the hair otherwise.
Yeah. And would you backcomb using the powder normally? Or is it more if you're looking for a look that's going to last all night?
Yeah, if it's longer and it's got a lot of weight to it, you know, unless you backcomb it right from, you know, say starting quite far up, then it's not going to last very long. So top tip.
So start from, work your way up, build it up.
Start at the bottom and then work your way then through the hair.
Perfect. Cool. And if you've got any questions, don't forget, send them through for Jade. She's on hand.
Yeah.
But I know Stacey Williams is on her own this Valentine's Day because her boyfriend is working. So we can do perhaps an online Valentine's Day tomorrow evening on Twitter for people.
Yeah.
We can all keep company.
You can always have a belated one. It's probably, you know,
Belated ones are better, and you get
probably for the best.
more for your money on a belated Valentine's Day anyway. I know you can get twice the amount of flowers and probably 4 times as many courses in a restaurant. But yeah.
So yeah, we were talking about the products there. That they're a brand called Matrix, is it?
Yeah, Matrix by L'Oreal. And I know, speaking to Charlotte, who is the owner of Grace and Evie's, she was actually telling me about you know, how they come to use that product in store, in salon rather. And it's from Jamie Stevens, and he is actually one of the celebrity hairstylists that L'Oreal work with, and he is an official Matrix stylist. So she met him. He does people like Emma Willis. He does her hair for Big Brother. He's an X Factor stylist. So he's pretty big time.
Yeah.
And I know Charlotte actually met him. I think, Gary, we have got an image of Charlotte and Jamie. I don't know if you can pop that up on the screen.
Really?
There he is, look.
Nice one.
But yeah, so that's lovely Charlotte from Grace and Evie's. And yeah, I mean, she highly recommends these products to me earlier. She was just explaining how well they go down in with the customers in the salon as well, which is, you know, 99% of the battle when it comes to choosing products.
So it's more of a salon only brand. Like, you don't get it in Boots or anything like that.
It's not in Boots, but we found it on Feel Unique so easily.
Well, they seem to have everything.
They've got everything, yeah. And we found it on even places like Amazon and things like that. But it's fairly easy. And I think personally, if I'm using like a salon product at home, I feel like I'm getting a little bit of luxury at home. So it's quite nice sometimes if you find that little gem. And I know that the girls also sell this in the salon as well. So if you are local, you can always go pop up there and grab yourself a nice Matrix product.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I know it's a big raver, and I cannot rave about the backcombing brushes enough, and I know we've got a link for those as well. So Harriet can put that up in the social stream. But they are perfect, and using the right brush. I don't know if I'm speaking for you here, Jade, but they don't seem to damage your hair.
No.
If you use them properly.
Isn't it? It is an essential.
Yeah, you don't want to go in
Every
hacking.
woman should have one.
It's all important. I got a pink one, and that's just the best thing ever. But yeah, I know a good backcombing brush can do all worlds of good.
So yeah, I've got the spray on my screen now. So it can price at £9.50 from Feel Unique there. We have actually sort of posted out an affiliate link to that. It's our sort of little way of trying to monetize. So if you want to support the show, please do click on the link, and maybe we'll get a small commission there from Feel Unique for sending a bit of traffic their way.
Any way we can help.
Much appreciated. Have we got on to the next product? You haven't started using that yet?
Yeah, we've got the powder. Jade has used the powder when she's back combing with...
That's not the powder.
That is not the powder, that's the paste. But we've got the powder in the range as well. There is a link for that one. And that's what she's using to help keep the volume with Demi's hair. Yeah. We've had a couple of comments in the YouTube chat, Jade, about...
Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. About you shouldn't do an updo with freshly washed hair. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. That's right. It's easier to put hair up and it stays in better if the hair hasn't been washed that day. So I always recommend my clients to wash and dry their hair the day before they come in to see me in the salon.
See, that genuinely terrifies me because I know, please don't hate me, but I'm one of those people that washes my hair every day. So the thought of washing my hair the day before and then coming into the salon, I'm probably going to get slated for this, but coming into the salon the day after, I just think my hair would just look horrible. You would be like, why have you done this? Why have you come in with dirty hair?
Is it not good to wash your hair
apparently
every day
no,
then?
Apparently it strips. Well, you know better than me, Jade, but it strips.
It's cleaner and then it doesn't grip as well. If there's a bit of dirt in there, it's going to stick better. It's going to hold better.
I don't know. I know. BC Joe has told me off before for washing my hair. But I've got really fine hair, so I feel the need to have to wash it every day, and then just like, yeah, I know I shouldn't, but I always get hairdressers giving me the evils when I go and get my hair done. But yeah, and I mean, there's a couple of questions coming in about curling hair, because I think with Valentine's, people want that, the curl, and very much like you did with Adele last week.
Yeah.
Do you recommend rollers or straighteners with GHDs?
Do you know, I love the effect that you get from rollers, but if you're looking for something that's long lasting, you're better off going in with the straighteners, the GHDs or your curling ones, just because it will last longer and it won't drop quite so quick. Okay. So that's my opinion. I prefer that, but the effect you get from rollers is stunning. Very nice.
I know the questions that we've had about rollers before as well is like the correct way to put them in.
Oh,
so
right.
It's, whether they need to be uniform or whether you can be a little bit more like haphazard with it. I think it depends.
It all depends what look you're trying to create, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's a personal opinion. But yeah, there's loads of questions more coming through. We got Delilah is asking, what is the best tip to hold your hair back or to do your hair back from while you're curling? I'm not quite sure what she means. What is your best tip to do your hair from the back? Sorry. What is your best tip to curl your hair at the back?
Do you know what I do if I'm trying to curl the back of my hair is part it in the middle and do it from the sides. So each section coming down, so you're not actually going from the back. It's two sections, two sides. That's what I find easiest to do when curling my own hair at the back. So that may work, hopefully for you.
Perfect. And she's also given us a little tip as well, which is spray a bit of perfume that you're using for a night out on your hairbrush before you brush your hair to give you gorgeous smelling hair. And I know Harriet and I were speaking about perfume in the hair earlier in the week, because it was British Beauty Blogger, wasn't it? British Beauty Blogger had actually done a review on hair perfume. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I find perfume naturally will go in your hair anyway because it's around your neck, or I just don't know whether I'd spray it into my hair, but on the brush definitely sounds like a good happy medium there, definitely. And Harriet, is that a question come from you? I think it probably is. That is from another one from Delilah, asking which hairspray do you recommend?
We use the Matrix ones in the salon. They're very good. As you can see, I've got a really good hold here.
Can we sort of turn to the side a little bit?
Can we turn?
Yeah. We're just
Some good
starting
volume
to
there.
create this volume, and then just pop in your back combing brush in to pull it up. It can instantly give you more height. So that's a good tip.
You could always use L'Oreal L-Net as well, which is surely a classic.
I have to be honest, I've used L-Net since I can remember, mainly because my gran always had a little stash of L-Net under the phone table in the hall. So before I go to school, I'd be like, bring my friend, making everything was in line, and I've always used it ever since. So I bet L'Oreal can thank my gran for that. I'm a loyal customer. But yeah, and Delilah's apologised for being vague, but it's not your fault. It's just I can't read a sentence apparently today. Beth is also saying that she only washes her hair every 2 to 3 days and dry shampoo works wonders. I think I need to get on the dry shampoo trend.
I totally agree. I wash my hair every 2 to 3 days.
See, it would make my life so much easier. I
It
spend my
would
life
give
in
me
the shower.
much more time.
I can't get that time back. It's fab. See, and Lauren Burgess is the same. I don't know as well whether this is just my logic, but I find when my hair is shorter, I have to wash it. Like, I can't get away with it. But maybe that just might be me. But yeah, Katronia Nicole. She's saying that she washes, she feels like she has to wash her hair every day as well. She feels minging if she doesn't wash it, so I'm glad I got someone on my team. So that's fab. I think if we leave, I think you're starting the plait now,
I am starting the plait now.
Shall we turn Demi just to the side so we can see how Jade is starting the plait, and then we'll leave you to carry on there.
So I've just split my back section into 2, and then we're just going to simply do an ordinary plait. She's going to make it look so effective at the end.
That's fab.
Yeah.
If anyone is following along with this at home, please send us in your pictures or let us know. It's fab. Awesome. So you're going to do that, basically plait all the sections, all 4 sections.
Follow that on the opposite side, before I begin pinning. And then I'm going to add the sides in once I finish pinning.
Fabulous. Okay, we will leave you there. One question before we leave you. Zoe Holman is asking, does backcombing cause split ends, or is that a myth?
No, they do say that backcombing can damage hair, but if you're using your hair care products properly, like your shampoo, conditioner, and then your intense mask once a week, you shouldn't find that, for the odd occasion, you're putting your hair up and going out, you shouldn't worry about it too much.
There we are. That makes me feel better. Fabulous. Okay, there's quite a few tips coming through about washing hair. That seems to be a really hot topic, actually. And I know Lauren Burgess is saying if you can put up with it, she drenches her hair in cold water before she gets out of the shower. And that seems to help, so I might have to give that one a go.
Yeah.
Definitely. Also, just a little side note again today is I'd like to announce that we have reached over 1,000 followers or likes on the Beauty Crowd, Facebook.
Yeah,
which is
that's
awesome.
a great achievement.
I know quite a lot of people were sharing and things today, and thank you very much for doing that if you did. And if you don't like us on Facebook, then get over there and make sure you like the page.
Yeah. No, and I've also wanted to sort of push the Beauty Crowd YouTube channel as well. We announced a competition or an offer that when we get to 1,000 subscribers there would be a 50% off sale on the Elf Cosmetics website, which is actually happening at the moment as well. So if you do want to sort of get yourself over to eyeslipsface.co.uk, we've got 50% off all products over there. I'm chatting away in Skype. We've got a blogger of the week to come up soon, which is M's Talks. I think we should tweet that out at the moment because M's blog is M's has actually got loads of loads of stuff to talk about. We were hoping to get her on a Skype chat, but at the moment, Ems hasn't sort of started following us on Skype. I've sent a request to her, so if you are watching Ems, please do get in touch on Skype. We did have some other people lined up to talk to on Skype, didn't we? I've been chatting away here.
We've got quite a few people that we've got lined up. Like you mentioned, we've got I'm just making sure I've got
we've got Faheen
We've also
as well.
got, Faheen.
So I've just been chatting with actually, and she's looking forward to coming on.
We've got a couple of questions for Faheen already relating to interior decor.
Right.
So she can be poised and ready. And then we've also got Cassie and Rachel if we get time today, so it'd be fab if the girls are standing by.
Yeah, and if Miss LJ Beauty's watching, and we didn't quite get to chat to you on Skype during the Elf show, so if you want to get in touch and have a chat about, anything really, Elf products, tell us about your favourite products and feedback on the show, we'd really appreciate it.
Definitely.
So we'll do that sort of stuff to come. We've also got Rupinder, who unfortunately is not feeling too well today, so Rupinder, get well soon. You were going to join us on Skype today, and you've been kind enough to send in a second DIY video, which we really enjoyed the first one, and it was just great to have you sort of collaborating with us. And you've popped back this week and dropped us another video, so won't be long, you'll be the official DIY in fact you are the official DIY correspondent.
Got your own slot now
for Beauty Crowd TV. So that's how easy it is to get involved, guys. Do send us in tips, your YouTube videos, send us links. We'd love to sort of get you guys featuring on the show a little bit more. So the idea sort of today is to try and just show the different types of formats that we can work at. We I think for me, it's sort of we're on this sort of new format today, and it's like sort of trying to get all the different screens up, but trying to sort of keep up with some of the conversations in the chat room as well.
Many conversations going on.
It's a bit more sort of rapid in there now that it's on YouTube, but I'm getting some Skype calls that I need to look at the camera a bit more as well, so I'm definitely going to attempt to do that.
I think we're both getting
I
used
know,
to it.
I'm looking at the screen there and looking down at my laptop too much and around the room, but we're getting there and keep trying to improve those things.
Definitely. And also I'd like to confirm that it's Katrina who I was talking about before, and I'm terrible at name pronunciation. I still have everything.
Katrina Nicole is a big follower in the group as well.
And that's the problem. I think I'm so used to seeing people's names written down, I never actually think about how they're pronounced. So thing is, I've got it easy with my name. I don't think I can go too far wrong. So apologies for that, Katrina, and thank you for correcting me. But so there's loads and loads and loads of talk coming through. I don't know whether it's worth checking back in and seeing what the comments are like from the beauty news that we had earlier. I know there was a lot coming in about how you should just eat healthy, about this tongue mesh. And
have we got a hashtag for that or anything?
We haven't got a hashtag for that, but it's all coming under the Beauty Chat Live. So if guys have got their own comments or thoughts on that, then send that through using that.
Maybe we should start to have different hashtags for the different topics.
So
we can easily sort of people can flip back and forth to the different conversations as they happen.
Definitely. I know there's a bit of a debate going on YouTube as well about dry shampoo. Is it a good thing, or does it make your hair feel dirtier? So let us know what you think. I know it is. It's one of those things. I'm a bit scared of it. I don't know how I feel.
Vicky,
but I'm a hair washer.
Sorry. Vicky, my girlfriend, she's a washer of the hair every day. She's just sort of texts me through saying, can I get Grace and Evie to do my hair? And she maybe do a little review or something like that. So I'll have to send my girlfriend Vicky down the salon to meet you guys.
Me and myself and Claire from customer services have also been saying this week we're all in need of a bit of a spruce, and I know my fringe is starting to jab me in the eye, so I think we're in need. We can do a group trip.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. So that's sorted, Vic. Just let us know when you want to go, and I'm sure Jade will sort you out there. So I think we mentioned it there briefly, and I was meaning to go to the video very soon from Rupinder. So you're not feeling well, so do get well soon, Rupinder. And the video
Yeah.
I haven't seen it myself, I have to be honest yet.
Rapinda's video this week, which is one that I'm really excited about, because it's basically, she goes through the products that you have around the house that have dual usage, so that you can use maybe as a hair mask or as a treatment and things like that. So she kind of just runs through that this week. So yeah, should we take a look at what Rapinda's got to say?
Yeah, we can do that now.
Okay.
Hi BCTV, it's Rapinda again, and today I'm going to be doing DIY beauty, but I'm going to be doing it from a different approach. I'm going to be talking about things that you can find in your cupboards, anywhere in your kitchen really, and they're going to be things that you can turn into beauty products or treatments or whatever you fancy really. So it's great to have things that are multi-purpose, functional, and they're a lot more inexpensive as well. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to begin with olive oil. You can obviously pick up olive oil at any supermarket that you have local to you, or whatever kind of health food store as well. I mean, I always go for organic extra virgin olive oil, just because for cooking and for beauty treatments it just tend to work a little bit better than the regular one. So you can use this as not just a scrub like we discussed last week, but you can also use it as a cuticle oil. Now cuticle oils are really good for moisturising the nails and making sure that your hands just look in the best shape possible. It also helps nails to grow. It's just an all-round good product to have. Now, they can cost a lot of money. You can see them, most nail brands actually have them, but you can simply just use a little bit of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of olive oil to 1 tablespoon of lemon. Now what the lemon juice is going to do is it's just going to take out all the staining in your nails. So if you like to wear dark colours, reds, blacks, they're going to stain your nails. And what that lemon is going to do, the acidic properties in it is going to pull out all that staining, and you're going to have gorgeous nails that are going to be moisturised and completely clean, which this is amazing. Olive oil can also be used as a makeup remover, funnily enough. All you need to do is just pop a little bit on your hand and then just leave a little bit on your eyes, and all it's going to do is just break down that product, and with a cotton bud or a cotton wipe or whatever you want, it's just going to come off so much easier, and it's going to moisturise your lashes. It's going to make your skin feel really baby soft. Hollywood stars like Sophia Loren actually swear by taking their makeup off by olive oil, so definitely give it a go, because it's going to be all natural as well. So if you're one that tends to react to makeup removers and things like that, maybe you should give this a try, because it is incredible. So definitely recommend that. Next up is coconut oil. You saw me talk about this last week as well, because I do like to incorporate it into my scrubs. But coconut oil is, coconuts are becoming a superfood, which is basically that they are incredibly good for your health to consume, but they are also amazing, especially if they're organic virgin coconut oil. That's what you really need to look for. These can be amazing for body lotions. Now they smell, oh my gosh, incredible. It feels like you're just on a beach somewhere, exotic, it's gorgeous. And so these can be used as a body lotion, just simply using it as this, as you would out of the shower with your body wet. Take a handful of this and pop it all over your body, and your skin's gonna feel just baby soft. It's amazing. You can also use this as a hair mask. And now I'm obsessed with hair masks, because it's really what's helped my hair grow and be healthy and thick again after having a horrible experience of having my hair razored without me knowing. So this has really been a hair saviour for me. All I do is, like similar to what using it as a body lotion, just take a little bit in your hand, warm it up in your hands, and just apply it to the ends of your hair. And then if you can, just apply a little to the roots for about 2-3 hours before you wash your hair, and it's going to be so soft, and you're going to really notice a difference, not just in length but in how your hair feels and looks after a shower. Next up is a bit of an odd one. You're probably going to think I'm a bit crazy for this one, but all you're going to need is just a beetroot salad, or something that contains beetroot with its juice. Now this juice can actually in fact be used as a all-natural lip stain. So what you need to do is just literally dab some on your fingers, leave it on for I'd say like 5-10 minutes, and then you can just wash it off, and you just get instantly left with this vibrant, gorgeous lip colour. And it sounds crazy, but it is really useful and handy as well if you're just not really into popping a lip colour on, or you just want something soft and subtle. Maybe you're not used to wearing a lot of makeup and you just want to try something that's different and just see if it works. This is amazing. Now beetroot does tend to stain your hands and all that kind of stuff. So it is going to work wonders on your lips if you're interested in creating your own DIY lip stain. That is amazing. Obviously avoid the pickled one because that isn't going to smell or taste too great, so avoid that one. Next up are the eye mask coolers. Now what these do is when you wake up in the morning and you've not had a great sleep or you're just feeling a little bit tired, your eyes can tend to be quite puffy. Now you can get these kind of things in liquid form, which is what I've got here. This is just a sample that I've received, and you just pop them under your eyes and then wait for about 10-15 minutes, maybe like you're brushing your teeth, making your breakfast or whatever in the morning, and then you wash it off and your eyes are going to seriously have gone down in size. They're going to look a lot less red. They're just going to look a lot more awake and just feel so much better. So it makes great base for applying your makeup. You're not going to have puffy eyelids or puffy under eye bags or anything like that. It's going to all be gone. Now I've tried quite a few of these and some of them are quite good, but all I do normally is just get a cucumber, chop 2 thin slices, pop them in individual freezer bags, pop them in the freezer, and then in the morning just put cucumbers on my eyes. Now cucumbers are known to be great for soothing the eyes anyway, great for when you're having massages, etc. But these are going to work amazingly in the morning. Just pop them on your eyes and just rest for about 5-10 minutes, maybe if you just want to get back in bed or whatever it is. It's going to work incredibly and so much better than a lot of these actually. I just prefer using the cucumber method. It just not just works better for me in general, but it just feels a lot less chemically than putting a lot of serums etc on. So definitely give that a go if you're one that suffers with puffy eyes and you're feeling quite tired and you just want something to wake you up and make you feel good for the rest of the day. Finally, it's going to be your own refresher spray. Now there's quite a few of these floating about on the market and there is a lot of confusion between what the difference is between a refresher spray and a makeup setting spray. Refresher sprays are water based, so they're going to just invigorate the skin, wake you up, make your powder look a lot less clumpy and cakey, so they're incredibly good. So if you just want, maybe keep one in your handbag and just give yourself a spritz in the day just as a little pick-me-up, they're incredible. This one contains green tea, it contains chamomile, all these kind of nice invigorating properties. Now these are so simple to make at home. All you're going to need is just literally, you can incorporate whatever you want into them really, but I like to just get a few rose petals, get some water, boil your water and let the rose petals just simmer with the water for at least 20 to 30 minutes, let it cool and then just pop it in a container or a spritzer bottle and it will just work just as well, and it pretty much becomes your own rose water. Now rose water is known as being a great toner. You can put it on while you've got your makeup on, under your makeup. It's just going to be amazing for your skin. It's like giving your skin one big hydrating drink. So I definitely recommend these. I pop these on instead of setting sprays actually, because I don't really like to wear setting sprays all through the day, especially if I've got a primer on. But these are really good for waking up the skin, making your makeup look flawless. You look really airbrushed with some of these. But again, they can be quite expensive and they're so easy to make at home as well. So definitely give those a go if you can. And that's it for my DIY segment. I really hope you enjoyed it and hopefully I get to see you soon. Don't forget, if you'd like to know more, you can visit my blog or follow me on Twitter and let me know if you try any of these out. Bye!
Thank you very much, Rupinder. Much appreciated you sending it in. I think I didn't get the audio then, but I think you were just mentioning your Twitter and a blog page. So please, guys, do get over and feedback to Rupinder. The video looked absolutely great. You know, a bit of improvement last week. It was some more light in the background. This week it's a bit better lit. You know, Rupinder, I'd love to connect with you. And shame you couldn't join us on Skype today, and we could have a chat about maybe make it into a regular feature with the DIY stuff. That would be absolutely brilliant.
Love that.
Yeah.
Seems like the beetroot tip is going down a massive storm in the YouTube chat.
I was saying in the break there, we might be putting us out of business with all these.
Lipsticks are still fabulous. Mix it up with a bit of beetroot.
Yeah.
I don't know how portable beetroot is. That's the problem. I guess that's why it works as a stain, but maybe not as a
Well, you
lipstick.
can't take a jar of it around, can you?
Well, pickled apparently. Pickled is not the way to go.
No.
No, you need fresh.
Yeah, yeah, which is it is messy, I suppose,
Definitely,
isn't it?
definitely. I know there's loads of little tips and things coming through in the stream as well, and people are saying, you know, if you've got puffy eyes, put in the spoon in the fridge and then placing it on your eyes. The things a spoon can do to makeup, I tell you. We've had eyeliner, we've now got puffiness, we've got it's taken on the world. Yeah. It's fabulous.
If you've got any other household objects that you've got for beauty tips, let us know. And hopefully we'll hear. We'll bring Rapinda back next week or week after. Obviously she's busy with life and blogging and stuff like that. But Miss LJ Beauty is in the stream. Unfortunately, her broadband's not working properly tonight, so. She's not able to join us on the Twitter chat, on the Skype chat, tonight. But we will definitely get round to talking to Laura very soon. So, I'm not sure how she can see if her broadband's not working, but
she'll know. Inherently, she'll know.
Exactly. She knows we're talking about her. So
she can always watch on catch up.
So yeah, M's talk or M Sheldon, was it?
M Sheldon,
yeah. M Sheldon's our blogger of the week. I noticed she's just started following us on Twitter. I was hoping that she was going to sort of join us on the Skype chat. So if you are watching Ems, do please get on Skype. We'll love to get you on the show and have a bit of a chat about your blog and about your YouTube channel, all your sort of radio appearances, Cosmo Award winner. It's great. The blogger of the week this week has really got her act together, and she's really dedicated to her blog. I think she wants to sort of get into TV and in presenting. I read on her blog and journalism. So, what better way to start than on the live stream here with us professionals?
Take a seat on Beauty Crowd TV. Definitely. I've just had a really interesting link sent to me from Harriet. She's just been followed on Twitter by a brand called, I think this is the correct name for it, Beauty Keeper Back Sleeper. And it's a pillow which apparently helps reduce aging. So we'll have a little look at that if Harriet tweets out the link now. It's very interesting. Perhaps we need to get in touch with them and see if we can get them on the show.
Did they sort of just tweet us, or did you just find it, did you?
They've just followed Harriet.
So if you guys are watching, and you'd like to get your product featured on the show, definitely get in touch. That sounds interesting. They got some YouTube videos there as well.
Yeah, be interesting. It looks like a different concept, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it seems like Jade's coming on well there.
Jade is coming on very nicely.
There,
I think if we perhaps take a little look back at what Jade's doing at the moment. So we've had the 4 sections have all been plaited. Jade, can you explain to us what you've done with Demi's hair there?
Yeah, so if I don't pin that a second and turn Demi round to show you, the 2 plaits I had at the bottom, we've just twisted them up to create this pretty bun. It almost looks like a flower there, doesn't it?
It does, it looks gorgeous.
And then with the 2 sides, I just did a simple plait like we did at the back, but just pushed my fingers through to loosen them a little bit. Just gives it this sort of look.
Okay.
And then if you just wrap them round there, that'll just give you the finished look then.
That is gorgeous. That's really simple.
It's so simple to create from four plaits,
Yeah.
It looks really complicated to me, honestly.
Does it?
I mean, it looks so intricate.
It looks complicated,
so
but if you break it
that's
down,
what I suppose is what's good about it, I guess, isn't it?
Once it's broke down, it's not quite as difficult as it looks,
I need to get some lessons in plaiting myself because I can't do my daughter's hair. She's just getting to that age now.
Little girls need plaits. It's very, very important.
They need plaits. I can't even do bunches yet, so I can't work out how to do the elastic bands around my fingers. And
perhaps we'll have to do like a challenge where you and Jade can go head to head. You can learn about bunches.
I'm up for it.
There's no contest. I'll have to go into training, I think, before we take on anything like that.
Oh, it'd be amazing. That is such a pretty look, Jade. I think I'm loving it. It's fab. And I guess as well, depending on your hair length, you can kind of do slightly different versions of this, can't you? I think it can work for...
Yeah.
Do you think anything below, like longer than shoulder length, anything from there?
Yeah, as long as you can get plaits in, it's going to go up. It's not going to look quite as thick at the back. but I think each hair up's going to look individual then, so I think that's really pretty.
I think that's absolutely gorgeous.
So simple to do though, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
It's brilliant, and you wouldn't, if I saw that in like out and about, I would think that had an awful lot more to it than a few flats. It's fabulous. It's really, really good.
So easy to create.
Brilliant, fab. So with if you have taken inspiration from Jade and you are going to attempt this look on the weekend for Valentine's or for a Saturday or a Sunday, any day, make sure you share the look with us and send it through. I'm sure Jade would love to see your looks of her beautifully styled updo for Demi. But yeah, make sure you share them with us. I think, Jade, we did speak about a second look, didn't we?
Yeah. I'll take this out and then
the
I'll make
pressure
a start then, a second look.
Fab. So this look is going to be a bit more, well, it's a bit smoother, isn't it? It's a bit different. It's got a roll.
They're both very elegant styles and both very easy to do at home, but this one's a bit sleeker,
Yeah. Sleeker is a better word than smoother. But yeah, I'm excited to see this one because I think this one is something I could definitely do with my hair length, because I think updo is when you've got slightly shorter hair, you're just like, oh, I'm a bit limited. I end up doing a bit of a half up, half down style, but I'm excited to see this one. So I'm going to be watching closely with Jade. But yeah, if there is something that you want to ask Jade about this updo or anything in particular, make sure you get in touch. Use the hashtag AskJade as well.
Yep, and don't forget you can still get those Matrix products which Jade's been using on Feel Unique, and I think Harriet's sort of tweeting out the links in the social stream and on Twitter. I'm just chatting away in the group here. I'm keen to sort of to get some Skype calls. I got so excited when we got it working last week. I watched the video back and I can't believe how actually excited I got when it all started to come together.
It was the leg drums.
It has been a piece of technology that has sort of taken a little bit of while to get working, and I've been, it's been great. And we've got like Faheen, who's actually patiently waiting in the Skype chat here. She's I've been chatting away on the text chat here. I wanted to sort of briefly just introduce her YouTube channel, The Surreal Buzz. It looks like Faheen's been blogging on YouTube for quite a while. She's an official Style Hall partner. I don't think she's got a blog, which is something we can maybe ask her about. But she's got 1,300 subscribers on there, which is a very good effort. And I think the best thing is, if we give her a call, if you've got any questions for Faheen, get involved now in the social stream. I noticed that she's got a big elf haul recently, which is pretty cool. We can chat to her about that.
Definitely.
And I definitely want to ask about those bed sheets because they look really nice. Are they, Dunelm is where I get my bed sheets. I don't know.
Got to have, what is it? It's Dormer bedding in Dunelm, isn't it? Have the Dormer range.
Yeah.
I've moved over to Next from Dunelm. Cheated on them. But Jay, just a bit of feedback for you. Everyone's loving the hair. They think it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, brilliant.
So, and now it's been undone. What a shame.
It's
been in there for 2 minutes. We just ruin it. Terrible. We're going to start again. Apparently there is also on the theme of bedding, there is comments in the YouTube stream to say that silk sheets and silk pillows do wonders for anti-aging properties. So that's one to test out, definitely. Get nice silk.
This is absolutely brilliant because I've got Faheen here in the social stream now. Yes, please, Gav, if we could bring it up on the screen. Can you hear us, Faheen? Oh, on the technology. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. I'm very well. Thanks so much for getting involved today. And can I ask you, how did you hear about Beauty Crowd? How did you first hear of us?
Well, to be honest, I've been shopping with Elf for a while.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how I got into Beauty Crowd. It was very recent, to be quite honest, but I'm really happy to be a part of it, and it's really exciting.
No, excellent. Like, how long have you been, running the YouTube channel? I noticed your elf hole there. It's really cool.
Thanks. I'd say about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So it's been a while. But yeah, it's going well, I think. So far, so good.
Excellent. It looks like I can see the sort of corner of your little setup there. Is it on YouTube there? Yeah. That's where you film
That's where
your
I used to
videos from, is
film
it?
until I got all my new setup, and then I had to change everything because I have like lights and stuff now.
That's
So
serious
I've had to
dedication.
literally move my whole setup to where it is now. So
Excellent, excellent. And yeah, you see, I noticed the elf haul there that you've done. Have you got any sort of particular favourites from the elf range that you use? Have you shopped with us this recent offer at all, or?
I shopped just before that offer.
Oh.
I shopped when you guys had the Colour Refresh kit
Okay,
on
yeah,
offer. So if you spend over £15 or so, you get the kit.
yeah,
And I've absolutely been loving it. I've actually got one of the lip products on right now,
yeah.
which I got as part of the kit. It's in the nude. It's the Jumbo Lip Gloss Stick,
Awesome.
Yeah.
I believe.
So you've got Amy to
and
thank
Mark
for
is
that.
really
She
loving the
set
stuff
it up.
that I've got.
Amy in the studio here, she set up the offer there and put all the products together. So no, absolutely brilliant that you're loving it. That's excellent. Yeah, we had a few other questions for you here. Yeah, what's your favourite type of video to make, or what do you enjoy talking about the most? I notice you do a bit of a mix of. Do you do just beauty or do a bit of fashion as well, or?
I'd say it's a mix. It is mainly beauty over fashion, so mainly things like beauty hauls and product reviews, things I'm loving and monthly favourites. But I do like my fashion hauls and stuff as well.
I've seen a couple of your Primark videos as well. So yeah, I know you're a massive fan of that as well. And I know you've said about you like doing those ones because they don't have a web shop. So it's quite cool to feature
I mean,
those.
they do have a website now, and they're really good with their social media and bloggers and stuff. But they don't have the actual products on the website.
Yeah.
So I think the best way for people to see the stuff is through haul videos, which everyone knows and loves on YouTube.
I noticed as well, like even on the videos where you're not featuring them in particular, everyone's always like, what top are you wearing? What's this, what's that? And it's always like, yeah, it's Primark. So yeah, you're showcasing them very well, definitely. We've got a question as well that is from somebody in the social stream, and they wanted to know what lights that you actually use when you're shooting your video.
Yeah, that's from Rachel Lott.
Messy, but I can show you if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's basically the PhotoCell soft boxes. They go on Amazon for around £100, and you get the set in them.
Okay.
So
we
you've
couldn't
got
quite see
two
there. The
lights.
camera was just a bit low.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. There we
Oh,
go.
okay,
Yeah.
fab.
That's absolutely brilliant.
That's so cool.
No, it's great to see the setup, and it's great. Yeah, people have been asking. That's Rachel Lott from the chat room. So maybe you want to sort of connect with her if she's got a YouTube channel as well. Do you find yourself sort of connecting with other sort of YouTubers that you admire, and sending sort of videos back and forth or anything like that?
To be honest, I've made a lot of friends through YouTube, and it's people who I talk to on a day-to-day basis now. And obviously through Twitter, I talk to a lot of subscribers and stuff as well, and their support has been amazing.
Oh, that's good.
Also, a quick note on the setup. A lot of people have been requesting me to do a video on that as well.
Yeah.
So I should be doing like a behind-the-scenes setup lighting video if anyone's interested.
No, I think
Make sure you let us know when you've done that one, because obviously it's something that people are really, really interested in the group as well.
Yeah.
On your note about we've met a lot of friends through YouTube and things. We've got Lauren Burgess is asking about, do you find it really welcoming? Obviously you've found some friends, but do you face any really horrible comments, or like that's one thing that she's really nervous about when it comes to videos? So what advice would you give her?
I think what I would say is that with anything, people are always going to have something to say, and through things like YouTube, you do get a bit thick-skinned. Obviously, the more successful you are on YouTube, the more comments and hate you get as well, but it's just something you've got to learn to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that the people who support you on YouTube, it's always far greater than those who don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the thing
absolutely.
to focus on, I think. I think it's so easy to kind of look at the negatives and be like, oh, this one person said this nasty thing. You need to look at the 10 people saying that lovely thing about you or about
And
your
it's like,
videos.
who is that person who's got a negative thing to say
Yeah.
anyway? Who really cares what they think? You know, at the end of the
Exactly.
day,
Who even are they?
you enjoy
Exactly.
it, and honestly, the results of your videos and the setup, it is
It's
great
fabulous.
to sort of
Really,
hear about
really
that,
good.
because the results are brilliant. You get a nice sort of, you know, depth of field, and Nick, our sort of resident like photographer, and Gary, who's sort of nodding away in the control room here, saying that you've got a good quality sort of video. So yeah, really, really well done. But what have you got? One video that's had like more views than any other one, or has it been a surprise for you to see like, oh, all of a sudden, like one video's had more sort of views than any others, or?
I think we were talking about Primark hauls before, and everyone loves them because, like I said, they don't have a website, so hauls are the best way for people to see what's actually in stores.
Yeah.
So Primark hauls are really popular. Some of the reviews I've done have been really popular as well, like the Rimmel Apocalypse
Yeah.
and the Lush Henna Hair Dyes. So it just kind of depends.
Yeah, I can see you've done one here. I've got it on my screen now. A video that you did in October 2013. You got 6,872 sort of views on that one, and loads of people liking it. 98 thumbs up there. So
I have to say, I'm loving the jumper in that video.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
is that a Primark jumper?
No, that's actually River Island.
Right,
Very
really
nice. I love it. I love it. People are very impressed with the setup and everything that you've got there, and I think you've inspired quite a few people as well. On the note of videos, is there anything that you've done that's really surprised you, that has been like so much more like successful than you thought? So you've done a lot more of them. Like, is there one that you've thought actually people really like to see this, like, and you never thought it would be that interesting?
I'm not so sure, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
difficult because there are quite a lot of videos up there.
Yeah.
Like I said, haul videos are really popular,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on people. Because when I do my videos, I actually ask subscribers what they want to see.
Yeah.
I always let them know to leave me comments down below
Mm.
and whatnot. So that's kind of how I, work around what I have to film.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know I've seen you've done a couple of the tag videos as well. Do you find them? Do you enjoy doing those?
They are the best. They're the best, and it's good because you can get loads of other people involved as well,
Yeah.
like other YouTubers as well as subscribers and people who watch the videos. So, and it's good because I think it showcases your personality a little bit more as well.
Yeah, I like watching them a lot. I'm not a blogger myself, and I think before this I would have definitely agreed with some of the comments before, like the thought of sitting in front of a camera is like, oh my god. But I think the tag videos is what I personally enjoy learning about the bloggers. I think it's quite a cool insight, and I like seeing when they get them from other people, and there's a bit more of a community feel about it. I think it's really cool.
Exactly.
It sort of makes people, when they give reviews, it makes it sort of a bit more sort of real if you sort of, you're getting the personality from that person as well back, and it's I think it's brilliant. I was reading a report the other day just showing how YouTube beauty videos has like literally gone through the roof in the last sort of 2-3 years, and I think there's like 800 or 88 million YouTube beauty videos being watched every month. I think it might be 800 million, but it's phenomenal how it's going. So
It's amazing.
I
And it's good how everyone else gets involved as well. Like there's a really big community feel to it. Yeah, and that's just amazing. And I think that it's really cool how people are inspired when they watch your videos. For example, one of my subscribers yesterday was telling me that I've inspired her to start her own channel, and she's been battling herself for a really long time, but after watching me and how well I've done and whatnot, as well as other people, obviously, she's really inspired to start her own. So it's just nice to know that people appreciate what you do and whatnot.
No,
That's
it's
awesome.
absolutely brilliant.
That's
It's
awesome.
absolutely brilliant. I wanted to ask you if you had any questions for us, but just how you sort of initially sort of perceived these live shows, because we're obviously trying to sort of make improvements each week, and a lot of the things that you've said there about community, making friends, sort of inspiring people, like we sort of figured that that's what our community does for other consumers, and it's like, can we bring that sort of to to the, through our live streams, and I just wondered if, you had any thoughts on, ideas or any feedback for us.
Honestly, guys, I think you guys are doing an amazing job. I saw the last live stream that you guys did. I think it was the elf one.
Yeah.
And, obviously you had your technical difficulties. It's just kind of inevitable, like it happens. But there has been an improvement. And I love how everyone else is getting involved and how supportive everyone is of everyone. And it's just good because you can learn bits from other people. So I think it's going really well.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely an improvement.
No, that's brilliant. Thanks very much. And I was sort of fishing, I suppose, for a bit of a compliment there. But no, I really appreciate that. And yeah, this has been great chatting to you. I mean, yeah, I guess keep it going, like, and then guys, if you're out there watching and you haven't sort of been onto Fareen's YouTube channel before, do get over and check out some of her videos and let us know if anyone gets in touch through Beauty Crowd. And yeah, let's stay in touch with the community in the coming weeks, and hopefully we'll chat to you again.
That would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for having me.
That's no problem.
What
we're going to do as well is, I don't know if you were watching earlier when we showed all the products that we had on the table here. We've got all these sort of various random products that I was showing earlier, but we're going to send those all out to you in a pack, and it'd be great for you to feedback, especially on some of the sort of lesser known brands. So I'd love to know your thoughts on those.
You guys. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
You're very welcome. Thanks for getting involved.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we'll speak to you again.
Take care. Bye.
Take care now. Bye. Fareen there. That's actually brilliant. Like, really.
It's fabulous to have her involved.
Yeah.
Really great. I think before we move on to anything else, I can see that Jade is steaming ahead with the next updo. So if we pop over to Jade and see how she's getting on with Demi's hair.
Just turn to the side.
Let's turn around.
Yes.
So what have you done with Demi's hair so far?
So we started off with a simple ponytail. As you know, Demi's hair is very long, so I folded it in two and then just simply wrapped it up, and then we've got that sort of effect, which sort of inspired by the vertical roll, but putting more of a modern Valentine's finish to it. I'm just going to keep twisting and add these in. We'll incorporate them, and then I'm thinking we'll see how we get on then.
Fabulous. So you're going to wrap the two front pieces into the back as well, like incorporate that in. Yeah. Amazing. And are we going to accessorize that after as well?
Yep.
I can see some Valentine's inspired accessories on the table.
Loving the roses tonight.
Can't really have a Valentine's show without a rose popping in.
Definitely not.
Awesome. Well, I need to say a massive thank you to Fahim. Our viewers nearly doubled doing that feature. Yeah. So she's obviously a massive hit with the audience. So thank you so much for being involved. It was awesome to have you on the show. And Skype went so smoothly. You're amazing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's really great. And even better news is that M from M Talks blog is also now connected with me on Skype, and she's up for coming onto the show as well, and she's told everyone she's coming on, so that's great news as well. So M Sheldon and the Blogger of the Week will be coming over to you really soon. We wanted to sort of do a feature or a brief introduction, like if you've been watching the shows every week, you'll know Hannah from the Elf Store Cardiff, who's actually on her way to the Dominican Republic today.
Right for some, isn't it?
Yeah, big shout out to all the girls from the Elf Store in Cardiff. But yeah, they've got the Valentine's look has been, we've had a demo out, or not a demo.
Well, we've had the trailer. So we've had our Valentine's inspired trailer, which has actually been, we've shown it on the show quite a few times. It's actually been shown on the screens in the Elf Store Cardiff. So it's been to really inspire customers, get into that Valentine's frame of mind. But it's also supporting their Sealed with a Loving Kiss campaign, which they're running in store, which is featuring the Studio Moisturising lipsticks, and customers are submitting their details, picking their favourite favourite colour out of the range, kissing the envelope and putting that up in the window. So the windows are looking amazing at the moment. So this look was created for that trailer, but Hannah has actually created a tutorial with the lovely Charlotte, who is the model in that tutorial and in the trailer, and she takes you through that. So we've got a short preview.
I think the full video which Gary's produced is a hell of a piece of work.
It is
it's
amazing.
25 minutes sort of, tutorial which is going to be launched tomorrow on the Elf
It is actually
YouTube
launched
channel.
right now. It is on the Elf website under our Shop the Trends category. Harriet will be tweeting out a link shortly, so you can view it on there, and along with that page you've got all the products, the main core products that are featured, all listed underneath, and you can shop that look and recreate that yourself. It is a Valentine's retro romance look, but it is what we've been inspired by Valentine's Day, so it is one for any date night for any time of the year. So we'll show you the little preview now, and then for the full video you can head onto the Elf website.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah from Elf Store Cardiff. Then I'm using the angled contour brush. Absolutely love this for blending. It's a great pigment. You don't need a lot. Literally, you don't need a lot.
It's absolutely great to sort of have a few little breaks like that from us, from our point of view, because the social streams are absolutely kicking off here. Viewers are rising there, so I think the Skyposaurus is already proving to be a success. And yeah, there's loads more sort of comments coming in. I think we've got some questions for Jade, as well as people anticipating now the arrival of mtalks.co.uk as well. So
one thing that I'd like to put to Jade, which is kind of something that was in an office conversation as well earlier, was have you got any tips about cutting your fringe at home, or should you even do it at all? That's from Delilah.
Don't do it at all. The fringe trims are free, you just pop into the salon and you don't have to pay for them. Make time to pop to your salon. It's a big no-no.
Can you tell, as soon as you look at somebody's fringe, can you tell if they've done it themselves with the kitchen scissors? See, I know, I've had that look before.
Is that something that's sort of like, just known in all salons? If you pop in, you get a free fringe trim, or is it just...
I have been charged for it before.
Really?
Yeah, so this is why, because I'm terrible, and I've been charged like £8 just my fringe cut, and I know it's not a lot, but it is for just my fringe.
Well, it is a
lot. So this is why I tend to end up being like, I'll just trim it a little bit, and then as soon when I do get my hair cut, it's like, you've done this yourself, haven't you? And I'm like,
a lot of barbers, they cut men's hair for like £6-7.
Well, this is the thing, I think
the whole head.
Lee only guess he pays like a £5 for his whole hair, and I'm like, well, that's just this is just a little bit of the front.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is why I go from full to side to it needs a cut. It's been mental. But yeah, so that was for Delilah, but also for me, and also Claire. I'm taking Claire down with me because I know Claire does also take scissors to her fringe from time to time. So sorry, Claire, I'm bringing you in that one. There's quite a lot of conversation going on as well on the social stream about the lighting and the setup that Fahim had, and also there's also a bit of house size and, you know, amounts of people in a house conversation going on as well. So we'll end up having to do a property show soon.
Yeah,
We'll have our own
cool.
location,
You get
location,
people doing their
location.
cribs like live via Skype. That would be quite cool. Yeah, the great setup. I mean, people are interested to see the setups. Actually, they're my favourite videos, I think, is looking at people's like collections, looking, you know, at their sort of like storage cabinet and their sort of drawers, you know, and stuff like that. Not being a makeup wearer myself, I tend to...
You like the tech.
Yeah, I look at all those sort of things. But yeah, keep the questions coming in the social stream. I'd love to just get M Sheldon on the line now and get in touch with her, and I don't know if there's a few comments that you want to run through, Aim, while I just sort of give Em a call on Skype here. Hopefully she's ready and waiting.
I mean, I can see there's conversations going on about Brow Arch March for benefit, so that is something that we'll get a bit more details for next week. But yeah, people getting involved in that, so I think we definitely do a feature on that because it's a fabulous campaign. But yeah, like there's a lot of questions coming through about you know, the Fringe has sparked off another little debate. We've got people are following Fahim and following one another and subscribing. So yeah, it's great to see everyone supporting one another in the social stream for definite. It's fabulous. So I think, are we getting there with
Em?
Em?
I think we've got Em there. She's ready and waiting. Hi Em, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hi Em.
Oh, thanks very much for joining us tonight.
It's fine.
Ah, brilliant. Like, yeah, we were really sort of impressed with your blog. I think we sort of ended up sort of hearing about it through Rupinder, was that right? Or someone suggested that, we should check out your blog, and then sort of, just sort of blown away really by all the quality content and all the accolades you seem to be racking up, as well as some...
quite a trophy wall down the side
You're
of the
making me
blog.
blush.
No, it's really good, and you seem to sort of
Thank
be getting involved with a few sort of professional organisations as well.
Yeah,
like
lots of exciting things.
Yeah, that's something I'm really interested to find out a bit more about, definitely. Can you sort of tell us a little bit about, I know you've got collaborations with, I know you've won a Cosmo Blog Awards for Start, so amazing for that, really amazing. But yeah, can you tell us about your relationship with Capital FM and how you kind of got involved with that?
Yeah, Capital FM did a thing on the radio, and they basically said that they were looking for bloggers to be their official bloggers. So I entered the competition, wrote a bit about myself, then went for like a meeting with them, and they chose me as one of their bloggers.
Amazing. So what have you been doing with them since you've won that?
They've sent me to some pretty cool concerts. I went to see Girls Aloud, Ollie Murs, and then I hosted the North Meetup, a blogger meetup event in Manchester, and they came and supported me with that.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
How did you find hosting a meetup? Because I know there's so many going on. Everyone's kind of really getting on board that now. How did you find that?
It was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done, and it was so time-consuming because I planned it all by myself, and I had a guest list of 100 people, and I could only let 70 people come just because the room only fits 70 people in, but it went down really well.
Yeah.
Oh, fab. That's awesome. Well done. That's really good.
Yeah, I've hosted a few of those back in when we first started the Elf brand, and it was really difficult. I was sort of trying to do it all myself, and even 20 people I think we had to one of our events. So 100. Is that something like it wasn't obviously just beauty related then? It was all...
It was beauty and fashion bloggers from the north of England, because we realised that there's kind of nothing in the north for us. So I just decided to get everyone together, and I got some really cool brands who came as well to talk to all of the bloggers and stuff. So it was a big networking day, really. Lots of cocktails.
What brands did you get down there?
Zentan came. And then we had Isla Brows, we had a lady doing like gel manicures, Capital FM obviously came, and then we had some incredible goodie bags with just like bursting full of goodies.
Amazing.
That sounds great.
Was that when you first found Zentan? Because I know you're a massive fan of them.
Yeah, well, actually, when I first started blogging just under 2 years ago, I spoke to Zentan, and they invited me to one of their first blogger events. And ever since then, I just fell in love with the brand, and I've always had a really good relationship with them. They're just such an incredible company.
Perhaps you could help us introduce ourselves and maybe feature their products on the show. We've got the tanning tent has made contact with us. I don't know if it's a spray product or is it...
It's
I'm not sure.
I think Zentan. Well, I've only ever seen it as the cream. I don't know. You may know more if they've got the professional
they do
side
like
as
loads
well.
of different ones. They do spray tans, lotions, everything, but they're all incredible.
We can get them at Tan in the Tent. We can get them.
Sounds
Sounds like a collaboration, definitely. I know Rupinder's just said that she highly recommends you, that you're an absolute sweetheart and that your blog is lovely. So she's definitely flying the M flag.
So how much time do you put into your blog? Because it seems to, really looks like you put a lot of effort and time into it.
Probably more time than I should, because obviously I do a degree at the same time, but I kind of spend it's kind of like a full-time job doing my blog, but I love it and I wouldn't have it any other way.
And your degree, that's journalism, did I read on?
Yeah, I do broadcast journalism, so it's kind of like TV, radio and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I guess it's all sort of related, if you, when it comes to sort of like your CV or something like that in the future, then all the work and sort of extracurricular, I guess, sort of stuff that you've been doing is going to definitely, put you in good stead there. It's great, really cool.
Definitely.
How was it at the Cosmo Awards? Because I know, I know loads of people that have been sort of nominated, and was it a good night down there? Or?
Yeah, in 2012, it feels like years ago now. I think I'd only been blogging for about 6 months, and I got nominated for the Best Newcomer Award, and I was so nervous, and then I won, and it was just literally the best moment of my life. I felt like I'd won an Oscar. It was just crazy.
Did you have a speech planned? Did you go?
I had a Cosmopolitan cocktail in my hand, and they said my name, and I just threw it on someone because I was so shocked. I was like, "What? Me? Really?"
That's amazing. That's awesome. Oh, brilliant. So, do you put yourself forward for blog awards now, or do you get nominated a lot? Like, how have you found since then?
Yeah, people kind of nominate you, but then if I've been nominated, I'll say to people like, "Oh, if you like my blog, please vote for me. That would be really nice." But I think it's more like other people have to nominate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the page on. I've got your blog on my screen now, which Gary can sort of bring up here to show some of the different things there. It says you've done stuff on Radio Leeds and Samsung and ASOS, Access All. That's loads of stuff there. Really interesting.
I've read some really interesting stuff about the Access All ASOS campaign. Can you tell me what's your experience of that from your side of things?
Yeah, so they were I actually was their student ambassador for Leeds University, so I got to do some really cool stuff with them, going around Leeds and saying like which were the coolest kind of student places. And then they told me about that campaign, so I entered and got accepted. And basically, you just get kind of an insider look. So if they're doing something, we'll find out beforehand.
Okay.
And they give us loads of exposure and stuff. It's really good that they have such a strong relationship with bloggers.
Definitely.
We should have something like that for BCTV or Alfie's,
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Get them in there. And what was amazing then, I couldn't believe, like, as if you haven't sort of, got enough time, but I noticed then that you've also been sort of sourcing some jewellery, and you've got your own web shop and stuff as well, selling products on... How do you pronounce that? Lavender, is it?
Lavender.
Lavender.co.uk.
It's just like lavender, but abbreviated.
Yeah. So how did you get started with the website here and start selling these brands? They seem like some great products there, good prices as well.
I've always wanted to own a shop. It's kind of like always been my dream because I've always been into fashion, and a lot of things nowadays are just too unaffordable, and girls like pretty things, but we don't always like to part with all of our money. So I made it kind of my goal and ambition to give girls good fashionable accessories which are affordable, and it's gone down really well so far. We only started in December and we just keep selling out of everything already.
That's amazing.
So you say we there, are you sort of doing it with others as well?
My brother helps me at home, so because he's at home and I'm at uni, like I do quite a lot of stuff, and then my brother helps me as well, so we work together on that, which is exciting.
Another brother-sister combo.
Yeah.
They work well.
That's sort of, when I started the company, it was sort of doing exactly the same thing out of the garage, selling sort of makeup and sourcing different sort of suppliers and things like that. And definitely stick with it. It looks really great. And if if anyone watching wants to sort of obviously get over there and shop the website, it's Lavender, ndr.co.uk, and Harriet will tweet that out, and we'll obviously mention it on our blog as well in the follow-up interview. But yeah, that's really cool. Really cool.
I can see a lot of people coming through on the YouTube who are also part of like a couple of different schemes like you do as well. So it's really great to get everyone's feedback on that. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. I definitely think it's something that Beauty Crowd need to get involved in as well.
Yeah.
You're in Yorkshire, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Leeds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, because, we've been talking about doing a blogger meetup, and, we've got the Elf store in Cardiff, which we operate, and some of the guys in our sort of Beauty Crowd group have been talking about having a sort of meetup there, and it does seem to sort of be getting, like, bigger and bigger, really, but, it is sort of a quite kind of a long way, I guess, to get people to travel, but... we've been thought about even having regional blogger meetups where we had sort of, the northern meeting and the southern meeting sort of like on Skype together at the same time with the studio, and kind of doing some sort of fun things like that in the future. But
you should definitely do it. Blogger meetups are incredible. I've met some of my best friends through blogging. One of my best friends, Scarlett London, she's a blogger. Met her through blogging. Like most of my best friends, as sad as it sounds, have actually come from like blogger events, and I've met them there. So it's a really great way to like meet friends and network and meet similar people as well.
Yeah, I know that's something that we've heard a couple of times now, is how many friends people make through blogging and YouTubing and stuff like that. And it's so nice, because I think, like a couple of the questions that we had, some people automatically assume it's going to be a bit hostile, you're going to get the nasty comments, but it's really nice to see that actually, no, you do have the nice side of it, where people meet these like lifelong friends, really. I think it's fabulous. It's so nice.
There's always going to be like nasty people who will kind of slate you and say nasty things about you blogging, but then that's like 1% of the time it's negative, and then the amazing times like the Cosmo Awards and the girls that I've met just kind of knock that away and just make it all worthwhile.
That's so nice. It's really
like
nice.
Fahid was saying earlier, like when people sort of come to you and they've been inspired by a piece that you've written or a video that you've created, that, I guess that, means a lot. It's there,
lovely,
And we've got Scarlett London's page on my page at the moment. I think that's her, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. So big shout out to your friend there as well, and maybe we'll start to feature her on a show as well. Looks like a really interesting blog.
Yeah, we blogged in Paris together, so we just like became incredible friends through that, really.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That looks like it there, is it? This is the excellent.
Fabulous. Do you think she'd be interested in taking a look at BCTV?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll send her a text after and tell her that she has to.
Amazing. I know we've had a question as well about you going to London Fashion Week, and what are you most excited about when you go there?
Oh, well, I'm going with my friend Ollie White. He's a big YouTuber. I'm really excited to see him, firstly because I've not seen him for ages and we're really good friends.
Oh, amazing.
But I'm literally so excited to go behind the stage of the Henry Holland show.
Yeah.
Because I just love Henry Holland. I interviewed him not that long ago, so it'll be really cool to see like everything backstage with him.
Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. Maybe, would you think you'd be interested in perhaps doing a bit of a post London Fashion Week chat with us to just let us know how it went?
Definitely. Awesome. I'm sure it's going to be like the most hectic weekend of my life. So
can imagine.
To tell people about it.
And if it's all right with you, maybe we'll share some photos if you're posting things up on Twitter and things like that. We'll retweet them and get them out there so people can start to get a bit of an insight. We were going to mention in the beauty news actually, but I think I missed it out. But I've got it on my screen here. But the sort of the schedule for London Fashion Week, which it starts tomorrow, doesn't it? And then
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
I'm going Saturday and Sunday, so it's going to be very exciting.
Amazing. As well as Henry Holland, is there anybody else you've earmarked that you're I need to go and see?
I'd love to go to Mulberry and Burberry, but that would be a dream come true. But I'm guessing that's kind of like Harry Styles and Cara Delevingne should go to those. So maybe in a few years. You can
always kind of loiter. You never know. You could be let in.
So how does it work then? A lot of them are sort of like invitation only, are they? And then
most of them are kind of invitation only, and things like I'm going to do a bit of stuff with Tony and Guy. That's just because I've worked with them before, and they know about my blog, and I'm really interested in seeing how they do the models' hair backstage and stuff like that. So they're kindly letting me go and watch them.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
brilliant.
that's great. No, really, brilliant. It's so interesting to talk to bloggers, because you see the blog and you see, you see the badges and the different things. You don't realise how much sort of work goes on. It's all the sort of the connections, the meeting friends and everything like that is. It's a byproduct, I guess, of all the sort of things that you work on. But it's fantastic, and it's brilliant to sort of chat with you.
Definitely, it's fabulous. Just to let you know as well, we have Stacey Williams in the YouTube chat. She's just bought an infinity bracelet from the site, so you've got a new customer there as well.
Thank you. Hi. Welcome to the lavender world.
I'm sure you'll have a regular customer there in no time. Definitely.
Oh, that's lovely. We do have quite a lot of regular customers. It's so lovely. People keep coming back to us, they've got the whole collection now. It's so exciting.
You better get your brother on standby, because he might have a bit of picking and packing to do over the next few days.
We've been so busy with Valentine's Day. There's so many romantic boys around who've just been buying the whole shop, which is good because it's affordable, so they can. And their girlfriends tomorrow are just going to be so happy. So how cute.
Yeah.
Aww,
hopefully
so
they're
sweet.
all for one girlfriend anyway.
Yeah.
No, it's been absolutely brilliant to chat to you, and if there's anything you want to give a shout out, your blog, you probably would sort of do it better than I would. So if you want to let us know.
You can read my blog. It's mtalks.co.uk, me talking, and there's all things beauty, fashion, and I've even started doing some lifestyle and travel on there too, and I like food as well. And you can follow me on Twitter and we can have a chat. It's at mshellx.
Yeah, and
And
that's...
also, hello to my friend Minnie who's watching.
Hi, Minnie. Big shout out to you. And I've brought M's Twitter account up there. Doing great on there as well. Looks like you've got loads of followers on there, 8,000. So it'd be great if we could sort of stay in touch and potentially hear how you get on at Fashion Week, and maybe if we are going to host some blogger events, maybe you could get involved and give us let us know a few of the names that are part of the blogging community up in the north there. So
Yeah, definitely, of course.
absolutely great. No, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, and
Thank you so much for having me.
no, anytime at all. And our blog, beautycrowd.com/blog, will have an interview which I think we conducted over Skype. It's the official blog of the week, and we're going to send you a load of products as well. Some stuff from Elf, and some of these, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but some of the random products that I found during my beauty scouting hashtag experience.
Thank you so much.
Love to know what you think of those products. So
Yeah.
okay, well, lovely talking to you, Em, and
Bye.
thanks very much.
Bye.
Take care now.
Take care.
Bye. Oh, that is brilliant. I really do enjoy those sort of chats. I know the guys in the studio can't hear it, unfortunately. We'll have to sort of work something out there, but it's great. How's the look coming on over there? It's looking...
Yeah, we're all finished now. So we've finished with, like I said, we were doing this vertical roll, but more of a modern touch to it. I've added a flower just so we've got that elegance about it. And if I turn Demi slightly...
Wow.
We've
That
got
is
these
gorgeous.
twists down the side that just tie in nicely. And it's a really elegant, simple updo to do.
That is gorgeous. So what did you do? You took the ponytail and you've rolled it up?
Just rolled a ponytail up, yeah. So you've got your ponytail, just flip it in half. Like Demi's got a lot of hair, so it's a little bit more difficult then to hide any excess hair. But the shorter the better, if you've got hair to about here, that's ideal because it'll just sit in nicely. But then, it's so elegant, and I think you could wear this, out for a meal or just a few drinks. You don't have to be going anywhere, too dressed up.
Fabulous. That's
Lovely.
amazing. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
doing that,
Demi.
Jay. And thank you, Demi. You've been great.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks very
you.
much, guys.
Gorgeous shiny hair is the
And
comments coming through. I think everyone's got hair envy. It's going everywhere.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. I couldn't believe like the time there now where we've been
I know.
sort of chatting away.
Right, it's flown
we seem to
completely.
have sort of covered most things. There was just the competitions to mention again. We haven't been like such a major focus this week. We didn't have anyone else lined up on Skype to chat to, did we?
We had Cassie and Rachel waiting in the wings, if we had time to get to them, but I think it's just going to be something where we need to get another show on the go and get more people involved, definitely.
I think we need to just sort of get some feedback on what people thought of the interviews, how it went, and you know, as we start to get people get a bit more familiar and we get more familiar with the format, then hopefully we'll start sort of ramping things up and bringing you know, more insights, more chats with bloggers, and you know, love the ideas of doing these sort of events and things like that.
I think
together.
an event would be fantastic, and we'd definitely have to like live stream some sections of it for those who can't be there. But yeah, it'd be amazing just to get everybody in one place, I think.
Yeah, and I think if people are watching and they've sort of thought, you know, I'm enjoying, I'd like to get involved, I'd like to promote my blog, you know, do get in touch. It's sort of, I can imagine, you know, I feel nervous coming onto these live streams every time, you know. You can only watch back this video and see how I was at the start. But honestly, once we get going and we start chatting, it's like the girls are saying there,
so
that,
comfortable.
you know, people really enjoy it, and you do make sort of friends and, you know, and contacts through it. So, you know, do sort of, get in touch and...
be part of it.
Be part of it,
Definitely.
yeah. We'd love to hear from you. So the competitions, the hashtags will run all evening. Those will be announced tomorrow on the Beauty Crowd website. All of the products that we've talked about on today's show are available on the Beauty Crowd website. We probably haven't gone into them as much detail as I was planning to, but you know, guys,
the interaction's just been too good.
Yeah, the guys are familiar with them, and you can check them out on the website. And really do send me the Beauty Crowd, Beauty Scout hashtags. I'm loving sort of like discovering new products and brands, and hopefully next week we'll develop with the tanning booth and maybe some stuff like that. Maybe not next week, but the week after. We've got a guest next week, haven't we?
We've got the lovely Emily Porter joining us next week. She is going to be actually taking us into a springtime look. So it's something a bit fresher, something a bit nicer and lighter, and get us moved away from the stormy, miserable winter that we've been having. So yeah, she'll be joining us next week.
So I've had contact as well, like from a potential guest with Ray Carpenter on the 28th of January. She's offered to come down, observe, and give us a bit of tuition as well on our. And I can tell she's already going to be saying to me, Neil, you've got to look more into the camera. So I have got to work on that.
Work on it.
Yeah.
We're getting better. Apparently, I need to stop saying amazing. I'm just so excitable. It's fine. I think that's about it for tonight, isn't it? I think I'd like to finish off just saying thank you for everybody being involved, but we've had some really, really, really good tips come through for Valentine's. So if you are celebrating Valentine's Day this weekend, you've got some amazing hairstyles that have come from, see, I've said it again, come from Jade and Demi, and thank you so much, girls, for being involved today. And the big tips that have come through, so you need your bold lips, you need your smoky eye, get your eyeliner on there, go for 50s inspired. That's what seems to be the top favourite at the moment. Absolutely need to get on that traditional glam look, get some 50s glamour on there. So
yeah, that's it.
You'll be sporting that look now come tomorrow.
I don't know, when it comes to hair, I don't really have anything
that's
to
why
say.
You can just do the makeup.
That's why I wear the hat. So do keep coming, you know, do keep the ideas for the hat coming in. And no, guys, it's been great as always. This is our 7th show, and we're now on 8 shows in 7 weeks. So, you know, a big thanks to all the team, Amy, Harriet, Gary, you know, you guys, Nick, everyone involved in the Distributi team has put in a load of effort since the beginning of the new year, because you know, when the sort of director of the company comes in on Christmas and says, yeah, we're going to start live streaming, it's sort of like, you know, it was a bit of a shake up. So yeah, big thanks to all the team, and we'll keep working, and we'll see you next week.
One quick shout before we go, Gary. I've been instructed by Joe to give a massive thank you to Kambata Kumar on Facebook. She's come across with some amazing tips tonight. So what we're going to do is put together a blog summarising all the fabulous tips that we've had through from Facebook and through Twitter and on YouTube. But a massive thanks to Kambata. She's been fabulous tonight. So I just had to give that shout out before we left. But yeah, thanks everybody.
Thanks very much.
Have a great night.
Take
Bye.
care now. Bye.